So we're seeing a lot more watches offered by the local Rolex authorised dealers. Here's a list of watches that you should be not buying and the watches that you should be going straight to the grey market. So the first watch, which is a real good example for you guys, is the Yachtmaster Oyster Flex, the 42mm white gold. We have covered this in other videos. This is one you should be going straight to the grey market to buy. So this is a brand new unworn 2021 model, just got in stock yesterday. The RRP on this is 25,600. We are actually selling this for way under list. We're selling for 23,950, so 24k. We've obviously bought it under list. We'll put our margin on as we always do. And one that obviously you don't need to be buying from your AD. That's one you can go straight to the grey market, find a reputable company like ourselves, source the watch, find it and buy it, and you can wear it straight away. If you buy it from your AD, that's one you'll definitely, if you want to sell the following day, you're going to be losing money. The other one in the Yachtmaster range is the rose gold one. So this is the rose gold 40, very popular model actually, worn by ladies and men now, so quite a unisex watch, but definitely a popular watch. Again, the RRP on this is 24,250. We're selling this for tiny bit over list, just a few £100 over list. It's obviously coming to us at under list. So yeah, that's just another one that it is slowly on its way down. I was selling these last year for 30k. They're down to list now. The RRP is quite high, if I'm honest with you. Really, I think the RRP on this watch should be a bit lower. Then it would make it more attractive to buyers. So that's definitely one if you want to buy. Don't go spend your money, build your spend up, because at the end of the day, you can go straight to the grey market, you can buy it straight away. Next one we're going to touch base on is, let's go to, I'll tell you what, this is a real good one for you guys out here, and this is a pure indication of the market. So this is the 18 karat white gold Blueberry Submariner Day. They come in two variations, so you've got your yellow gold and white gold. This particular one is the white gold. We've sold 4 in the last 5 weeks. This is the 5th one we got in yesterday. We have bought it way under list. We are selling way under list. What do I mean by that? RRP 35.36. We'll be advertising this for 31.5. We've sold 4, like I said, for between 30 and 31k, depending on year and condition. And that is a true example of an underlist watch, and you need to go straight to the grey because they're readily available. You know, you don't have to do the list. And at the end of the day, if you buy that watch and you walk out that door, you are losing a minimum of 15 to 20% as soon as you bought that watch. So just go straight to the grey market. The other one is the yellow gold version. Again, we had one in a couple of weeks ago. Actually had it for quite a while. Nothing wrong with the watch, absolutely brand new and unworn, but a slower seller due to new trends that we've got now. So the yellow gold one there, blue dial, blue bezel, we actually sold that under list watch and a few thousand under list as well. So just to give you an idea, that's another one, go straight to the grey. Let's look at some other ones. So this is another one actually, gone on the trend of the white gold. So this is the Day 40. Rhodium dial white gold, again RRP around the mid-30s. We're advertising this, I think around 10%, 5-10% under RRP, about 32k, 33k. Again, you want something like that. In fact, this is actually a really good one actually, because the client that actually sold us this watch, he part exchanged it for a Ghost Daytona, which is one here. So he part exchanged it for one of those. And he'd had his relationship with his AD, done the dance, bought the watches, bought the earrings, bought all the watches he didn't want, bought this, didn't particularly want it, obviously bought it, literally wore it a couple of times, couldn't get on with it, and still couldn't get his Ghost. We're talking years and a lot of money. We're not talking like 5-10,000, we're talking a lot of money. When that time came, when he's still chasing that watch, he still didn't get it. He was literally, the door was closing him, so he had to go to the grey market to buy it from me. And when he did, he said, I just wish I'd come to you in the first place, because if I'd have come to you, I'd have actually saved money and not lost money. So he actually, by doing what he did, he actually lost money. So just bear that in mind, guys. Yeah, so I think it's really important for you guys that we see so many clients passing on watches, some with the help of our channel and obviously our knowledge in the industry, and also because, you know, they've actually changed their mind of the seeing the market dip. We're definitely seeing a different in trend, and the ADs, for me, from this side of the table, I can see that they're struggling, especially with a lot of the bigger pieces. They're phoning our clients up and saying, look, you know, we've got this watch for you, so on and so forth, and some clients haven't even heard from the AD for over a year, and all of a sudden you're getting the call, and it's like, well, I haven't even actually ordered this watch, how come all of a sudden you're offering this particular watch? And they are struggling. So a lot of the bigger pieces, a lot of the harder sell pieces are being offered to our clients. Just be careful of the games the ADs are playing at the minute. It's a bit of a dangerous game. Some clients still feel loyal, they're still building their spend ups, they're thinking, oh well, I can't say no, they're not going to offer me anything else. Well, actually you can, because I have a lot of clients that are passing, still getting offered watches. So just be really careful. You're not buying a watch to please your AD, you should be buying it to please yourself. So another one I've got for you guys is this, and this is a really good example of what you should not be doing, what you've got to really think about when you're getting that call from your AD. This is the typical call we will get 3 or 4 times a day, and it's always this range, and it's the Sky-Dweller range. It can come in the Oyster Flex or the full bracelet. We never get the call for the steels, but we still sometimes get for the steel and gold, and I have said this in other videos, the steel and gold, if you really love it, you should buy it. I still think it's a cheap watch at RRP at 16, 16.4, 16.6. We sell it for just over. Obviously, we buy it just under, but I think it's an absolute cracking watch. But this one is a pure example and a very good story to tell you. So this particular one here, we've actually got on consignment from a client. He actually bought it. He actually spoke to me before. We've done business before. I advised him not to buy it. He's gone into his AD anyway. He spoke to the AD and they've actually sold him the watch. He's come out and said, oh, you know, what have I done? I can't believe I actually bought this watch, blah, blah, blah. I shouldn't really bought it. I know you told me not to buy it. What can I do with it? I said, well, I did explain to you. It's actually on the list for me to actually buy in the current market. You know, I'll try and help you out. Send me the watch and I'll try and, you know, obviously retail it for you and limit your loss. I said, but you are going to be in a loss. And he's willing to accept that. And he's actually realised that he's made a mistake there because he's been caught up with the games. He's scared of saying no, which a lot of you guys are. You're scared of saying, oh, no, I shouldn't really take that. Or I've got to be careful. You know, they won't offer me anything else. Well, they actually will. And, you know, I have clients that actually have refused watches and still getting other watches. They are doing you no favours. It's no coincidence. The coincidence is they're struggling to sell them and they're going down the list till they find something that does that actually is frightened to death of saying no. And this client that's bought this, unfortunately, if we don't actually sell this watch for him, he's going to take it back or he's going to lose money. So if we actually sell it, he's on a loss before he's even started, and he knows that, which is really, really concerning for me that I've got one of my good clients who has been not trapped, but certainly been, you know, led into the fact that he's actually bought this watch and really he knows he should have passed on it. Now, we've got this advertised for just over RRP by £1,000 and they're actually on the way down. So there's a good chance that we might actually be selling this in a week or 2 weeks at just under RRP. So just be careful. Don't feel obliged to take the big pieces, and it is the big pieces that you guys are getting offered. And honestly, it's 1,000,000% no. But on the flip side, if you want to buy this watch and you don't want to go through all this day dance and everything else and the questions that you have to go through, you can go to the grey. So at some point, there's a good chance this might be actually on the list. So the first section that I covered was certainly the ones that you need to be going straight to the grey market for obvious reasons, because you can actually buy cheaper on the grey market. This section that I'm going to cover now is ones that you are going to struggle to get from your AD, so you still need to go to the grey market, and the reason for that is the spend history. So if you don't have a decent spend history, if you're not like one of the high rollers who are, you know, spending a lot of money, and I mean a lot of money with your AD, then you're certainly going to have to go to the grey market. And there's two models that I want to show you here. So I'm going to start with the first one, which is obviously one of my favourites. It's the Oyster Flex Daytona range. So the first one I'm going to show you is our best-selling Oyster Flex. It's a Oyster Flex Ghost. The 18 karat white gold Oyster Flex, Ghost style, black subdials, black ceramic bezel, the best seller for us in this range. You know, we have some clients who are genuinely heavy hitters with their Rolex. I'm talking hundreds of thousands of pounds, and they still struggle to get this watch. So that tells you how hard this watch is to get. So that's definitely one for you guys out there. We see a lot of our clients who have a real good relationship, I'm sure you're watching on the screen now, who have to go to Grey and part exchange some of the watches that you got from your AD, which obviously is a really good uplift for that, because you know no matter what you've had, you're still gonna have to go to Grey. You can balance that out, because obviously if you've got a Batman or Batgirl or a Submariner at list and you come to buy this from me, you're still going to get an uplift on that, so it does soften the blow. But that's definitely one for you guys out there, not for any reason of the price, just purely because how hard it is to get. Go to the grey market. And the last one I'm going to show you is, it'll be no surprise to you, and it is the Panda Daytona. The Panda Daytona, probably the hardest watch for you guys to get from your AD. We have clients who have many years, many hundreds of thousands of pounds, still have not got this watch. It used to be an 11-year waiting list. That's when our clients are going to the grey market to buy. Again, trading up the other watches that they've bought so they can soften the blow. It's just that harder watch to get. And do you know what's funny about this watch? If you go on Chrono24 on an online selling platform, you will see loads of this model for sale. And you're thinking, how can there be that many models for sale and they're so hard to get? And it's a really strange one for me, because the market is quite saturated with them online, but they are so hard to get. But for you guys out there wanting this watch, it's 1,000,000% grey market, nothing to do with the price, just how hard it is to get. So if you want this, come see a grey market dealer like me.